So different options to improve with respect to especially uploads. So downloads not a big deal, but when it comes with uploading the large size files, so we thought of going for the multi-pot upload and going for the S3 transfer acceleration. So if you are doing the global uploads, so if it is a global upload, think of creating an endpoint using the S3 transfer acceleration and upload it to the nearest edge location. So you no need to mention the which edge location it was, so it will take automatically. So it depends upon the uh, origin IP. So it will identify the nearest edge location. So it will be uploaded to the nearest edge location the moment you create your endpoint. So post to that I told, so there is a feature called multi-part upload. So the AWS has an intelligence of identifying the file size the moment you click on upload. So I can upload using the files if it is the CLI. So GUI we have seen, I can upload using the directly uploads. So in case, so if it is CLI, so I can make use of my, so let me go here. So go inside the CLI. So let me choose any file. So from my downloads. So you can make use of your AWS S3 utility. So to copy extensively across the production servers. So you can think of your AWS S3 utility, AWS S3 CP utility to copy the files. So that syntax lies like this. So AWS S3 CP. So you have to give the source path. So which file so we are going uploading. So those source path and it will be a destination path. So where do you want to send it? So source path looks like this. If it is from your personal PC, so it could be like that could be in the C drive or the D drive. So users, this could be some path. So it is being somewhere present and the file name. That is the key. So the destination will remains like that, like S3 colon double slash forward and your bucket name. So using this utility, so you can upload your files. So this is the AWS S3CP will be used to copy the files from the one host to the another host. So I can do this here. So let me go to my CLI. So I am here. So I want to upload it. So using the same utility. So AWS S3CP. So take any specific file name. So let me take, I will take S3 part 3. So S3 part 3. So along with the file type. So, and I want to send it to the some bucket. So let me take any bucket from my account. So go here. So let me take some bucket, any bucket. So let me take the first itself. So it will help in uploading your files. So as I'm saying, so the AWS has the intelligence to identify the file size the moment it is being clicked on upload. So if it is the greater than 8 MB, so I use it to reiterate. So you no need to think of it. So it will take care. Hey, leave it to me. I will take care. In the backend, so I will go for the parallel uploads. So there is a large file size, so that could be some terabytes. So if you make it as a single upload, so definitely there is a delay. So if you wanna upload it to the AWS infrastructure, so there will be a delay. So why? Because there is a possibility of throughput issue. So there will be a limited throughput. It is not like infinite throughput. So throughput is the issue. It is some MBs per second. So how can I accelerate this? So if you want to accelerate, so make it small chunks, small parts, and then upload it parallelly. So the parallel uploads will help. So with the same throughput, so if I go for the parallel uploads, so you can have the n into n MB per second. So MB per second. Assume the previously I have only 1 MB per second throughput. Assume. So, but if I make the n number of parts, so you will get a n MBs per second through the parallel uploads. So this is the intention behind making it a multi-part upload. So making the small chunks and upload it. So extensively following for the past over the years when SD is being evolved. But they come up with the technology is being evolved. So they come up with so if the file size was greater than MB, hey, so no need for the user intervention. So there is no need for the user intervention. So why we should keep something on the user? So let us do ourselves. So the moment the user come up with AWS S3 SP, that is trying to upload, copy the file, CP stands for the copy. So he's trying to upload the files with the larger file size. So size was some TBs or GBs. So if it is the greater than 8 MB, so go for the multi-part upload ourselves. But still I am not happy. So I want to soil my hands. So let me do it on my own. So I'm not happy with the AWS CLI performance. So still, so the moment I just uploaded the some 120, 130 MB file, so it is a bit enough. So you can click on upload, so you can leave it. So it will take. So still, if you are not happy, so if you want to go on your own, so to execute this, so some manual intervention is required. You have to do on your own. So the steps include like that. So if you go for the multi-part upload, so you have to first create, so you have to first split your file. So if it is a large file, so assume this is a file size greater than 5 GB or any size. So this is greater, so actually it is recommended if it is the greater than 100 MB. So if it is greater than 100 MB, first split into the parts, multiple parts. So we have to upload these files into our S3 bucket. So there should be some reference why they were being uploaded to the S3 bucket. Why? Because the parts I'm uploading, they won't be reflect in the S3 bucket. So until the completion of the until the execution of the multi-part upload, so they won't be appeared. So there should be some reference. So why they were being uploaded. So they need to be segregated or they need to be organized at some place. So why they were being uploaded as small chunks. So to understand S3, so you have to create a multi-part up. So first you need to execute. So create multi-part upload. So if I execute this command, an upload ID will be created. So now you have to upload this object in the next step. So upload part. So what is the bucket? What is the object? And this is my upload ID. And how many parts number? So assume it as a part one. Which part? So I made some 10 chunks. So chunk one, assume as a part one. So this step I have to execute as a part one. So now your object will be uploaded to your S3 under the upload ID. So all of them are kept under one upload ID. So part one will be your so and so particular object. I will show that hands-on, you will get a better understanding. So, but just understand the conceptual, so how it works. So I am posting some 20 objects under one upload ID. So still they won't be reflected in my bucket, but they will be in your bucket under the transition, but they won't be reflected. But suppose you just created a multi-part upload and you uploaded your objects and they were not still reflected in your bucket, but still you need to pay for it. So even though it is not appearing in the bucket, so they will be on behalf of your upload ID. So they will be kept under your bucket. So but they won't be visible to you. But still they are occupying your some of your space on behalf of you. So why? Because you created the multi-part upload and you uploaded it. So they will be reflected in the bucket. So once you execute this step, that is complete multi-part. So when I execute this complete multi-part upload, so all the objects that were under my upload ID. So initially I clicked on multi-part upload ID, multi-part upload. It had generated a upload ID. So there were multiple objects under this under this upload ID. Now it will segregate the all parts that under the your upload ID and it will create a single object. So then only you can see your object in your S3 bucket. So the thing you have to remember here. So until the execution of this complete multi-part upload, your objects, that is the small chunks what I made, I had splitted my file into the multiple parts. You cannot see those things in your bucket. They won't be visible in your bucket. Still, they were under your bucket as a part of this multi-part upload, but they won't be appeared to do some activity. So to might access it something, but you will be charged. So there will be some cost. Why? Because they were present in your bucket as a incomplete uploads. So frequently, you need to check, is there any uninterrupted or interrupted uploads or is there any stuck uploads? You have to check it. So if you execute the command, list parts with a specific upload ID. So or you simply execute list AWS S3 API, list hyphen pods and your bucket name. So it will shows the pods that were being uploaded with a specific upload ID. So under a specific uploaded, if there are any objects, you have to left over with option like repeating this process, like you have to resume it the process. If you need those process, it will show assume an upload ID is there. So you thought some 20 objects needs to be uploaded, but if I list it, I can see only 2 to 3 objects. So you have to resume your process like uploading the remaining 3 to 20 parts, and then you have to complete it. Otherwise, if you are not interested in that uploading, so hey, no longer I do not want this upload. So you just abort it. So you have a command to abort it. So abort multi-part upload, AWS S3 API, abort multi-part upload and a specific upload ID. So I want to discard all the uploads that were being kept under the upload ID. Why? Because I felt no longer I do not want those things. Or I just created another upload ID, and through that I just uploaded my parts. Hey, discard this one. So for that you have to go through the about multi-part upload ID. So just do some hands-on over that, you'll get a better understanding. So just go to my console. So take any bucket. I have these many buckets here. Let me take one bucket. So let me take this bucket. If you check here, so just refresh. So I do not have any buckets here. So let me take any one of EC2 instance. So let me go inside, connect to it. So I'm executing ls -lrht to list the objects that are being present here. So what are the objects available here? So I have these many objects here. So let me remove these parts. So I do not want these parts no longer. So that is here.
Hey,
So let me
good
remove
morning.
some parts which are not required here. Yeah. So if you look at my mission, so at this server, so this is the with user data. This is one of my mission, Linux mission. So I have a couple of files here. So like two mp.4 files what I have here. So let me execute the size. So let me go with the LRHT. So I have one 876 MB file, and another I have the 231 MB files. So I want to upload these files from my mission to S3 bucket using this mechanism. So whatever this like multi-part upload. So I want let me execute the multi-part upload on my own. So I can simply do this. So as I told, AWS S3CP can be done simply. So using the source file and the destination file, simply I can do this part. So but in case if I wanna go for this, so let me do using this. Let me check whether the CLI is there or not. Hopefully will be there. So yeah, CLI is there. So connection to my account. Yeah, this exists. So check so whether the CLI version is present or not. So using the AWS hyphen version, and just check so whether you have connection with your account or not. If it is not there, just configure it using your AWS configure what you did in we did in the previous sessions with respect to IAM. So AWS configure. So you have to provide your access key ID and the secret access key. So I can access my account now. So here, let me upload the multi-part upload. So as I told, so first, this is a big size file. So 231 MB was there. So I want to upload this. So I want to upload as a part of multi-part upload. So I do not want to upload it as a single object. So assume it is not a 231 MB. So it is the 231 terabyte file. So in the reality, it may take very huge amount of time if I go for a single go. So why? Because large size file, so throughput will be limited. So you won't get the infinite throughput. So there will be a limited throughput for any service. So because of this limited throughput, so there won't be you cannot go for the single go. So let me go it for the multi-part upload. So for that, as I told, you have to go for the first split part. So you have to execute the split part. So you have to split your file. So let me split my file. So B stands for the bytes. So let me make it some 100 MB file. So each one is being 100 MB file. So I want to split this S3 file, S3 lifecycle. So I want to split this. So I want to give the file name like, so part underscore. So if I give like this, so some values will be assigned. So part AA, A0, AB, AC, AD. So some standard they have, the split has the mechanism. So if I mention part underscore, some number will be assigned, depends upon the number of objects being generated. So if nothing will be given, some standard was there, X00, X01, X02 like will be taken. So discard that. So split is a utility to split my objects or any file that could be that could be CSV, so that could be MP4, any kind of file, it can split it. So it can split into the bytes. So it won't touch the standard format. So it will simply segregate your file. So it will make into the number of possible chunks. So I am making some 100 MB. So each file could be 100 MB. So you just make it by 100. So initial file will be 100, secondary file will be 100. Eventually, so whatever the leftover was there, 31 MB. So that will be your last. So let me execute this and let me execute this command. So previously I have only these two files. So I just splitted this into the AA, AB, AC. So if I check previously, the previously this is only these two files I have. So .mp4 files, but I had splitted it. So this is the splitted parts of my S3 lifecycle properties .mp4. So now I have the small chunks. So part AA, so part AB, so part AC. So in from the large chunk, I have now three small chunks. So now I have to initiate multi-part upload. So I have to initiate for multi-part upload. For that, I have to go for the AWS S3 API, create multi-part upload. So you have to execute series of commands. So let me take it to these commands. It will take time. So to execute all these commands. So here I have the series of commands we need to execute. So the first step, so look at the first step. So what it will do. So it will create a multi-part upload. So just let me copy paste it here. Just understand what is doing actually. So S3 API, so I'm asking to create a multi-part upload. So the backslash will be used. It's a continuous command. So, but to send it to the next line, you can use the backslash. So hyphen bucket argument, I am asking to do it for the ACS multi-part hyphen file. And I'm asking to make this for this particular object. So create a multi-part upload to get an upload ID with respect to a bucket, on which bucket you are executing this, with respect to which bucket. Once the multi-part upload was completed, where do you want to put your objects? There should be a reference. So this is my bucket, hyphen bucket. This is my bucket name. Say, put it here. It belongs to this object. Okay, you are trying to create a multi-part upload. What is your object? So the object is being this object. So this object is being present. So I already executed the split. So you can see the parts of this. So just execute this, create a multi-part upload. So it will return us an upload ID. So this is the type of encryption, default encryption, S3 encryption. So execute this on behalf of this bucket. So this is the key. So once you uploaded, so you can see this one. So this is the my upload ID. So remember your upload ID. So take your upload ID. So this is the one. So all your multi parts. So whatever the small parts were there. So we're keeping all your uploads under this upload ID. So it will be useful to gather the information in coming stages. So I want to keep all at one place. So later I want to segregate. I want to segregate all those parts and then complete your multi-part upload. So to make it a single object, I need a some reference. That reference is my upload ID. So keep all these multi-parts under one upload ID. So in the next step, what you have to do? So you have to upload your parts. So upload is ID is ready. So now you have to upload all your objects under the your objects. So since I have only three objects, no issue. I can go for the manual. So let me copy paste it here first. Upload ID. Yeah. So I have only three parts, no issue. So only part AA, AB, AC were there, no issue. So if it is the large size, assume in the reality terabytes. So hundreds of terabytes was there. So then the number of parts so will be hundreds or some big in number. So that could be 200, 300 big in number. So if the small in number, you can go for these steps. Then in the immediate next step will be like so AWS S3 API. So upload the part. Upload the part. So bucket, this is the bucket argument. So upload to this bucket, hyphen key, this is the object. And so upload first part number one. So I am uploading the part number one. I am saying that part number is the one. So, but which is the part number one? So X00 is the part number one. Here it is X00. If I didn't mention the part there, so it will be X00. So I'm saying part AA. So part AA is the part number one. So next part AB will be the part number two. So it will be helpful while combining it. Why I am giving the naming like this? So after it is being uploaded, so upload this body. So treat it as a part number one. So next upload part AB. So treat it as a part number two. So it will be helpful next combining my part. Under which upload ID? So this is my upload ID. So under this upload ID, so execute this task. So if there are multiple parts, if there are the infinite number of could be hundreds, even 10 to 15 itself, you feel cumbersome or tedious. So, but if there are the less number of things, I can go for the manual, like AWS S3 API. Upload part is the utility. So command to upload the parts. So bucket is the mandatory. So key is the mandatory part number. So which body you are uploading under which upload ID. So this is the syntax to upload your object or a small multi-part upload using your manual thing. So I do not going for the manual. So if there are multiple parts, it will take huge amount of time for me. So let me automate this process using the script, bash script. So let me write a simple per loop. So I'm just writing a simple per loop. So using the simple per loop, so I'm just automating this process. So to upload all my parts into the, so I'm uploading all these things using the AWS S3 API upload part. So on so bucket, so on so key using the so on so key, so on so part number. So using the so on so upload ID. So I'm uploading it. So I just defined environmental variables here. So before writing writing this script per loop, I just define the variables here. So do it on this upload ID. So on this bucket and on this key. So let me update this part. W. So it's being uploaded. So let me execute this portion. So a bash script to simply automate these steps. So if you are not familiar or if you are not happy with this automation, so you can go for this manual process. You have the manual process step by step upload. If they have 10 files, they have the 20 chunks. So one by one, you just upload it. So make use of this upload part, bucket, key, and part number 1 to 20. So 20 times you have to execute this command. So to upload all these parts into your S3 bucket. So let me do it in using the script. So let me execute this step. So it is uploading part one, part two, part three. So it's being uploaded. So my parts were being uploaded. So you can assume that it is a bit faster compared to our previous step. So when I did using my command prompt, I tried to upload the only 120 MB file. So 120 MB file took some good amount of time. You can assume some 20 to 30 seconds. We have seen it's like some 0.5 MB per second like uploaded. But now it's 250 MB. So straight away you can see that it is a bit faster compared to my previous uploads. So why? Because I said there is a limited throughput. So I am making use of the multi-part upload. So if I do the parallel uploads, I am making use of the parallel upload mechanism. The parallel upload, each file will go through the highest throughput. So I just uploaded my parts. So next you have to do, in the next step, you have to list your parts. So this is my parts is being uploaded. So each part is uploading it a specific part. So part one, part two, part three was there. So I want to make a simple, a single JSON. So with the previous step, so there were individual JSONs. So each file is having a single JSON of their type. So part one, it's E tag. So part two, it's E tag. So part three, it's tag. So they will be a segregated each part. So now I want to segregate all those and I want to make a single JSON document of all my parts. So for that, I have to execute this command. So JQ is a compiler. So my JSON compiler. So if I execute this, it will create a single JSON of all my parts. So just go here now. So ls-la. So I can see there is a complete JSON. So if I concatenate this JSON, so CAT stands for the displaying. So complete JSON. So I will get a single JSON of my parts. So in the previous step, so they will be segregated like this. Hey, part one, this E tag. So part two, this E tag. So part three, this E tag. So there were different parts. So now I made it as a simple JSON to execute the complete my upload multi-part upload. So I want to in the next step, I want to execute complete multi-part upload that I'm executing on a file that I'm executing on a single JSON. So I cannot go through the each and every JSON. So I want to keep all the parts in a single JSON. So I'm keeping it complete.json. So I just that's why I just used the this compiler. So JSON compiler, JQ is a JSON compiler. So what I made all individual parts, I send it to a single JSON to complete my multi-part upload. So now execute this complete multi-part upload. This step needs to be done. So now they were the single parts. Let me go to my bucket and check. So does my multi-parts uploads are appearing here. So this is the bucket I'm quoting every time. So to make my multi-part uploads. So let me refresh my bucket. So can I see my objects here? No. So you cannot see your multi-part uploads here as long as you complete your multi-part upload. But remember the logic with respect to the cost. So even though you are not executing your complete multi-part upload, still your objects are present that could be any size terabytes. So they were still lying in your AWS infrastructure account and you will be charged for that. So why? Because at some point of time, we may come and say, hey, complete multi-part upload. How can it do? Will it go back to host from where I'm being uploaded? No. So it will be uploaded. It will be done if they were present in our S3 bucket. So that's why you'll be charged for the those parts that are being uploaded previously too. So let me take this complete multi-part upload. So take this. So understand the syntax. So I'm execute on this bucket. So this is the key and this is applied ID. So take all small chunks under this upload ID. So that's why I just give an upload ID. So from where I supposed to execute this multi-part upload, from here I supposed to execute this. So and then from where which JSON I supposed to take. So use this JSON. So multi-part upload. So complete.json from here. So name can be anything. So you no need to be complete.json. So the name can be any. So but you have to quote it appropriately. So save it in appropriate document and quote it here. So let me take this command. An error is being occurred. The specified upload is not upload. Yeah. So I have to change my upload ID. So change the upload ID. Let me go and check so that it's being done or not. So it could be quick. It should be reflected immediately. So let me refresh. You can see that it's being uploaded. So whatever the size I have previously, you can see the same size. So 230.7 MB. So it's quick in nature. So you can see how quickly the part one, part two, part three is being uploaded. In a fraction of seconds, they have been uploaded. So and spontaneously, they have been reflected here. But there is a tedious process like creating multi-part upload, uploading the parts. So this process can be automated in the real time using your SDKs or using your scripts. So whatever the steps I have just executed, all these series of steps. So altogether, you can put in a script, .ss script, and the script can be run by changing your bucket ID and by changing your key, that is the file which you want to upload, and by changing the small size. So what could be your small chunk size? And by changing these values, you can automate this process. So no one will do if it's a big size file, some terabytes file. So you can get the 100 number of small chunks. So executing this manually, it's a tedious task. So definitely it will be executed using your can be done using your bash scripts. So the same process can be done using your SDKs too. So the AWS has the SDKs using the Javas and Boto. So it can be done. So if it is with respect to the Python, you have the Boto 3 also. So you can take those Boto 3s. So you can go to your documentation. So AWS Boto 3 documentation. So we have the required So whatever the activity that could be, so that could be with respect to your S3, or that could be with respect to your multi-part uploads. You can make use of your Boto S3. So just search for multi-part upload. Part upload. Yeah, so you can make use of this SDKs. So you can make use of these SDKs, and you can keep these parts into your code, and you can execute whatever the task I am using your SDKs. Similarly, you have for Java also. So for the JDS, you have so AWS Java documentation, SDK documentation. You can go here. So with respect to the AWS SDKs, also you have the documentation. You can take those piece of tasks under this. So you have the developer guide here. So with respect to the specific services, so you have the SDKs, appropriate SDKs. So from here, you can take your SDKs, and those SDKs can be incorporated in your code, completely dedicated for this upload, or you can keep it as a part of your another task. So you want to incorporate this SDK into your code, can be implemented using the either Python SDKs or the Java SDKs, and these activities can be implemented. So this is multi-part upload. So post that. So in case if you wanna list your multi-part uploads, so what are being my multi-part uploads? So they can be listed using this command. Hey, list what are the parts I have been present. So just go here. What are my multi-parts uploads that were being uploaded as a part of this with respect to my bucket? So these are my parts. Once again. So it's being already completed. Otherwise, it's supposed to see before I executed part one E tag. So part two E tag, part three E tag, it's supposed to come like that. So since it is being already uploaded, so it's being completed. So it's showing that completed is being done. So if it is not being uploaded, so it will show part one with E tag. So part two E tags, it comes like this. So it's used to show like this. Hey, this is the part one and this is its E tag. So, and this is the part one, this is the E tag. So post to that. So if you wanna stop it, so as I told, hey, I stuck in the middle of the process. I stuck it in the middle. So I do not want to continue no longer. So do not leave it in the middle. So I uploaded some out of some 5 terabyte. I uploaded some 20 parts or 30 parts. Or after uploading some parts, just now I run the script. So usually done in using the script in the real time. So some error has been thrown. So after 10 uploads or the 15 uploads, some error has been thrown. So it's thrown error, and the upload is being disrupted. So then you cannot leave it like that. So if you leave it like that, as I told, so the objects remain under your bucket only. So you have to abort it. So you have to abort it executing this command. Hey, abort this my multi-part upload. So I do not want this multi-part upload no longer, and so on so bucket and so on so object using the so on so uploaded. So then it will be discarded. So all your objects will be deleted. So whatever the multi-parts uploaded was there, so incomplete multi-part uploads, so they will be deleted. So to list the parts, so what parts were being, so in case if you want to resume it, so it is being thrown error. So in the middle, I have been disturbed. I came out of the uploads. So while a script is being executed, I came out of it. So that could be network failure or that could be hardware failure. So I am not sure how many objects were being completed. So to know how many parts were being uploaded, so you can execute this. You can execute this command. So just now I executed list the parts. So so on so bucket. So on so object under this upload ID. Check how many parts were being uploaded. It shows. So how many parts were so temporarily being present at my bucket. Could be 1 to 10, 1 to 20. It will show that hey 20 were ready. So you repeat this process again. So if I repeat that script again, so if I execute the same script, so .sh. So if I repeat that, if I run the script, the early 20 will be discarded and the remaining will be uploaded. So this is the way of resuming your multi-part upload. So in case if you are not using it, so you can discard it as I told. So if you can go for the abort multi-part upload, and you can stop the multi-part upload. If you wanna repeat it, if you wanna resume it, so you can just list it. So you can check it how many are being uploaded. So once it is being listed, so you can repeat your script such that the remaining parts will be uploaded. So this is the way of resuming your multi-part uploads. Any questions, guys, till now?
Nothing from my side. Go ahead.
So